If the war doesn't kill all of us, you'll see a ramp up in terms of development and subsidize, and also a push in terms of toward renewable energy, because that is ultimately what makes it sustainable. And then the next thing will be farmlands.
Okay, welcome back, CK.
Thank you for having me.
So, a continuation of unprecedented times. You already told us that World War III, we're already in it. Hunger is already spreading to Africa and the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of other effects are we going to see globally now as a result of the continuation of the war?
I think energy will spike up. I think gas has a long way to go. So oil is going to get more and more expensive. So what does that mean? If oil gets more expensive, meaning that airlines not going to be able to survive, or airlines ticket will be extremely expensive, and cost of transportation, cost of logistics will be more expensive. So you as an SME, if you want to send something to your client, it's going to be, your cost is going to go up. So all these food delivery thing relies on gas. And let's just say that you charge a client higher, so now the consumer has to pay more. But if you don't charge a client higher, that means your margin's thinner nowadays. Saudi Arabia is going to make shit tons of money, but yeah, because they have oil. Countries with oil will make a lot of money, except for Russia because of sanctions. But we will be the one to pay the price. For me personally, 5 to 10 years from now, I can put it out there, is that a major part of my portfolio, I'm going to invest in renewable energy development, particularly solar. I'm going to invest in farmlands. These are the two things I'll invest on the next 10 years. The reason why, because I think renewable energy can replace gas and oil right now. No, it cannot. However, from this event, I think many countries will start to realize that, okay, I should not be dependent on oil. If the war doesn't kill all of us, you'll see a ramp up in terms of development and subsidize, and also a push in terms of toward renewable energy, because that is ultimately what makes it sustainable. And then the next thing will be farmlands. Let's just say World War III happened, the pandemic happened. What do you still need? You still need food. It's something that every 3 months you're able to get dividends from harvest. So I want my exposure in the value of the farmlands and perhaps even owning farmlands over time. If we have energy and we have food, people survive. I think Thailand needs to transition to more of an agricultural business. I think I haven't told you that, is that FastWork, we have another subsidiary called Fast Farm that I'm actually doing actively. I want to turn Thailand into an agriculture powerhouse.
Can we talk more about this business model? That we didn't cover that last time.
Yes.
In detail, how it's going to work, how it's going to affect us, and why it's a positive change.
Okay, so for example, if you look at the first world country that have amazing agricultural results, Japan, for example, or US, for example, a lot of these farmers are part of a bigger organization, which is called co-op, right? Because if you're a small farmer, let's just say that you have 1 hectare, 2 hectare, it doesn't make sense for you to go out there and buy a tractor, right? But let's just say all the members join together, all these big tractors can be shared within the members. I'll give you another example, fishermen in Japan. There's no way that one fisherman can afford a ship, right? But it's a co-op system that the ship is bought by the co-op collectively by members, and then the share among members. So that's empowered the farmers to be more, even though they are small-scale farmers. You know, in Wisconsin we have winter, meaning that they only farm once a year because of winter. Here we have no winter, we have the sunlight, and the soil is always good because we're the basin between the Himalaya mountains, between China and India, so that our soil is always great due to volcanic activities. But if you ask, like, why aren't we farming 3 times a year? They'll tell you that because we're waiting for rainy season. There's no water. Right now, my partner and I will drill 100 meters down the wells, and we'll find water every single time. If we have water that empowers a farmer to farm 3 times a year, we will be the most productive countries in the world. That's the only thing that we're lacking. I believe water is what will bring people together. It's naive of me if I say I want to change Thailand and I'm only doing FastWork. That's focusing on urbanization in a way, and Thailand has 70 million people. 7 million people in Bangkok, urban population probably 10 million. There are another 60 million people that I'm not making a difference for. So if I say that I want to make a difference for Thailand and I neglect agriculture, I'm not really doing what I'm saying I'm gonna do. So I have to focus on agriculture too. You know, at the end of the day, I don't represent an entity, I represent the people. The co-op depends on the people. and it's the people that decide. I don't want to create a single point of failure. Even similar with fast work is, even if you kill me, for example, we still have the freelancers. Everyone can still activate, can still communicate with one another. Same thing with agriculture. It's always about the people. I'm not trying to be like a bank, for example, that if the bank is gone, all the money is gone. No, it's decentralized in a way. I really want to create a decentralized experience with a lot of the stuff and really work my hardest to give the power back to the people.